The night was darker than usual, clouds hanging low, and rain falling without mercy. The city streets shimmered with reflections of neon lights and puddles that no one cared to step around. Daniel held his daughter Lily's tiny hand tightly as they hurried home. He was a single father, tired from his second job, but every step he took was for her, his little world. Lily's pink umbrella danced in the wind, barely shielding her from the rain. As they passed the old bus stop at the corner of Elm Street, Lily suddenly stopped. Her innocent eyes widened, staring at something, or rather, someone. Under the flickering yellow light sat a young woman, drenched from head to toe. Her hair clung to her face, her clothes were torn, and her eyes were hollow, as if all the light had been stolen from them. She hugged her knees tightly, shivering, her lips trembling as she whispered something no one could hear. "Daddy," Lily's soft voice broke the silence. "Why is she sitting there in the rain?" Daniel paused. His throat tightened. He wanted to say something comforting, something that would explain this cruel world to his daughter, but what could he say? That some people lose everything? That kindness doesn't always come back? He simply whispered, "Maybe she doesn't have anywhere to go, sweetheart." Lily looked up at him, her big brown eyes glistening with tears. "No home?" Daniel nodded silently. Lily stood there for a moment, looking back and forth between her father and the girl. Then she said something that pierced Daniel's heart like a blade, small words, spoken with pure innocence. "Can she stay with us, Daddy?" Daniel froze. His heart pounded. They didn't have much themselves, a small apartment, barely enough money for bills, and a fridge that often echoed with emptiness. But the way Lily's voice trembled, the way her tiny hand tugged at his sleeve, it reminded him of something he'd lost long ago, faith in simple goodness. He looked again at the woman. Her body shook as she coughed weakly, trying to shield herself from the rain with a torn scarf. Without thinking further, Daniel took off his jacket and walked toward her. "Miss, are you okay?" he asked softly. The woman flinched, startled by kindness. I'm fine," she whispered, her voice barely audible. Lily ran beside her father, holding out her umbrella toward the woman. "You can use mine," she said with a smile that could melt the coldest heart. Tears welled in the woman's eyes. No one had looked at her with kindness in so long. Daniel felt something shift deep within him, a spark of humanity he thought the world had long forgotten. That night, as the rain poured harder, a father's tired heart and a child's innocent wish would change 3 lives forever. When Daniel and Lily brought the young woman home that night, she could hardly walk straight. Her body trembled from the cold, her eyes red from tears and sleepless nights. Daniel quickly found an old towel and a blanket, while Lily hurried to fetch her favorite pink mug and poured warm milk into it. "Here, this will make you feel better," Lily said softly, holding the mug with both her tiny hands. The woman hesitated. Her lips quivered. I can't accept this. You don't even know me." Daniel smiled faintly. "That doesn't matter tonight. You need warmth more than words." Tears gathered in her eyes as she nodded. She took a small sip, the warmth spreading through her body like a forgotten memory. For the first time in months, she felt safe. Later, when she fell asleep on their couch, Daniel stood quietly, watching her. She looked fragile, almost like someone who had been fighting invisible battles for too long. He covered her gently with a blanket, then turned off the lights. The next morning, the woman woke up to the sound of laughter. Lily was sitting at the kitchen table, drawing something on a piece of paper. Daniel was flipping pancakes, slightly burnt, but made with love. "Good morning," Daniel said kindly. "I hope you slept well." She nodded slowly, still unsure what to say. "I'm sorry for troubling you. I'll leave soon." Before Daniel could respond, Lily jumped up and ran toward her. "No. You can't go yet. Daddy made pancakes for you too." The woman's lips curved into a shy smile. For me? Yes. And I drew something for you, Lily said proudly, handing her the drawing. It was a picture of 3 people holding hands under a bright yellow sun. The woman's eyes filled with tears. No one had drawn her in a picture before. No one had made her breakfast. No one had called her family. Over the next few days, she began helping around the house, washing dishes, folding laundry, and reading bedtime stories to Lily. The laughter that had once disappeared from Daniel's home slowly returned. She told them her name was Emma. She used to be a teacher before life fell apart, before she lost her job, her apartment, and eventually, her will to keep trying. One evening, as Lily slept between them on the couch after watching a movie, Daniel looked at Emma and said quietly, "You don't have to thank us. Maybe you were sent here for a reason." Emma's eyes shimmered with emotion. "Or maybe, you and Lily were sent to remind me that kindness still exists." For the first time in years, she smiled, not out of politeness, but from the heart. In a world that had taken everything from her, she had found something far more precious, a home built not from bricks, but from love. Weeks passed, and Emma had become a part of their little world. The laughter of Lily, the quiet conversations at dinner, the warmth of shared moments, it all began to feel like family. Daniel found himself smiling more often, while Lily grew attached to Emma as if she had known her forever. But behind Emma's soft smiles and gentle eyes, a storm was still brewing. There were nights she would wake up silently, tears running down her face as she stared at the ceiling, haunted by memories she wished she could erase. One evening, after tucking Lily into bed, Daniel found Emma sitting alone by the window. Rain pattered softly against the glass, reminding him of the night they first met. "You've been quiet lately," he said gently. "Something bothering you?" Emma took a deep breath, her hands trembling slightly. "There's something I need to tell you, before it's too late." Daniel's heart tightened. He sat beside her, waiting. "I wasn't always like this," she began, her voice breaking. "I used to be a teacher. I had a home, a fiancé, and dreams. But, everything fell apart when my fiancé died in a car accident on our wedding day. After that, I couldn't hold myself together. I lost my job, my savings, and then my home. People stopped calling. Friends drifted away. I became invisible." Her tears flowed freely now. "When you found me that night, I'd given up. I didn't want to live anymore. But your daughter, her smile, her little voice asking you to help me, it saved me." Daniel couldn't hold back his own tears. "You didn't just find a home here, Emma. You gave us something too, hope." But Emma looked away, pain flickering in her eyes. "Daniel. I can't stay forever. You've already done too much. I don't want to be a burden." "Burden?" he whispered, his voice breaking. "You're not a burden. You're family." Before he could say more, Emma stood up, tears glistening in the dim light. "Please don't make it harder. You gave me back my strength. Now I have to stand on my own." The next morning, when Daniel woke up, Emma was gone. The couch was neatly folded, her blanket placed gently, and on the table lay a letter. "Thank you for giving me back my life. Tell Lily she taught me what love really means. I'll never forget you." Daniel's hands trembled as he read the note. Lily woke up moments later, running into the room. "Daddy, where's Emma?" Daniel pulled her close, tears streaming down his face. "She had to go, sweetheart, but she'll always be with us, here." He pointed to Lily's heart. Outside, the rain began to fall again, just like the night they found her. But this time, Daniel didn't see darkness. He saw hope, born from kindness, carried by love, and remembered by a little girl who once asked, "Can she stay with us, Daddy?"